people are still reluctant to take up personalisation.
It's very scary, and that's why they think, well, I can't manage that, you know, and this is the reason why people sometimes back out.
For me, it's about empowering people and putting them opportunities their way and letting people make their own decisions, because communication can come in all formats, whether that's through pictures, whether that's through sign language, or whether that's through a different written language.
In Oldham, there is a large and diverse black minority ethnic community, and the Link team based at the local authority are at the vanguard in the UK at delivering personalisation within these BME communities. Today, community liaison worker Mohammed Islam is sitting in on the committee meeting of a new Centre for Independence. He's giving advice on how they can communicate most effectively with BME communities.
So back to reaching all the groups and how we're going to communicate. What might that communication need to look like? What do you think, Mohammed, is the best way to do that?
Translating information is it's very powerful as well. If you can have it in English and other languages, sometimes people can't read in English, so they can read in their own language. So if that can be done, it'll be an advantage and a bonus.
When I see the posters from the local authority, there's usually about 5 languages put into there: Urdu, Bangla
and Gujarati. Obviously, keeping it to main communities is important, because the main BME communities are Urdu, Punjabi, Bangla and Gujarati, which needs translating to. So things like that, although it's a small thing, but it makes a big impact.
When communicating with BME communities, the committee needs to navigate a range of cultural and religious needs.
When you've had your open days, Thursday, Friday?
In terms of BME communities, it's not to have on a Friday, because Friday's prayer day, and it does cause a bit of problem for people to turn up. If people are not greeted and met properly, then that gives them the wrong impression, and people start to see it's a closed access.
Some communities like to have a two-way relationship with the people who are supporting them, and sometimes we have this power imbalance where the professional knows a huge amount about this person's life, and they know about all their personal needs, but they never share anything of themselves. And we've found from interviews with BME communities that that can be a barrier, because if at that beginning of the relationship trust isn't built, people may not want to share information.
At a weekly community luncheon club, Muswa Hussain from the Link team has found the ideal place to build those crucial face-to-face relationships with his clients and ensure their needs are being met. It also gives service users an opportunity to air any problems they may be having.
For me, it's about empowering people, going out into the community, making sure that there's a network of services out there to build that relationship. The most important thing is that they're getting a high quality service, and the very people who are doing that have a good understanding of their needs.
Since I apply for this, put the support plan through, ask for money, to somebody take me out, give me around,
But in terms of meeting your care needs and that recognising and attracting a PA, have you got to that stage yet where you have a PA? Aapke paas PA hai aapka? Just by having a luncheon club, what we've been able to do there is tap in and provide services to people who weren't getting these services. And not only that, that has an impact in itself, because what that means is we're able to provide preventative services to people out in the community, and they're able to confide in you and tell you because they see you regularly every week and they know that things will get done.
Peer mentoring is also a feature of the Luncheon Club, and experienced personal budget holders like Wajid Masood are providing language support and advice to those who are new to personalisation.
When BME community, especially disabled people, they have any problem, any issue, they come here and we try our best to support the people. उसके बाद वो change हो जाता है.
Wajid was able to explain to people the nitty-gritty things, so like what your budget can be used for, what things you can use for social, what you can use for your own personal care.
It's really important for local authorities to develop very positive and proactive relationships with small social enterprises. A very small organisation which has that specialist knowledge can give somebody the exact support that they need.
Muswa has also adopted some creative thinking when it comes to matching service users with their personal assistants. Mazhar Khan has recently received a personal budget, and after years of being housebound, he now has a personal assistant who takes him to the gym and the mosque.
Initially, Mazhar was reluctant. He was very reluctant to open up and let somebody else come into his life to turn on and provide some support. And I thought he needed a character, somebody who's sort of like on the ball, on the go with things, funny. So the right person who I knew was a sports coach who I was familiar with out in the community in my voluntary capacity with the sports club that I'm involved with.
I've been with you, what is it, about nearly a year now, Mazhar? Yeah?
He knows my weaknesses and everything, so that helps a lot.
And the real peer, it's not just, I'm not just a carer, it's like with friends as well, you know.
It might be, for example, that a service user would prefer somebody who's not part of their community, because then they'll be able to express themselves in a way that they wouldn't normally express themselves.
Blood is circulating, so that's the main thing.
The key issue is, does that person have the skills, and what kind of relationship can they build with the individual, and how good are they at listening to that person's needs, whatever those needs may be.
You know, we talk about sport, whatever life, his parents, my parents, yeah, what's going on. So the bond's a bit more, you know, it's a closer bond than just me taking him, getting equipment and I'll watch, yeah. It's a social outing as well for him and for me.
I didn't go anywhere at all, no communication with anyone. But this has helped a lot.
He's meeting people out in his community. He's being valued as a member of the community as well. The future for independent living is definitely about the personalisation agenda, recognising that the way forward is to provide opportunities for people and the community being involved.
When personalisation works well, it should involve the whole family and the whole community, people's spiritual needs, their religious needs, cultural needs. The personalisation agenda is in a unique position to meet the needs of BME communities.